Hello! Start again. I think that's the first noise I've made out loud this morning. Hello! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Johanna. You're my audiobooks. And it's a Saturday morning. It's the start of the weekend reading vlog. My hair isn't greasy. I have just washed it. I will dry it at some point. Oh, I just got up. I've been up for maybe half an hour. Oh, I'm hoping like natural drying of my hair. No, I'm not an blow dry. I've got up, I made a big pot of coffee. I will drink all of this morning, but it's mostly decaf. It's the start of another weekend reading vlog. And I'm not off on Monday. Boo! So I might not take you into Monday. This is the last Monday that I shall be working, and then I'm on my 6-month trial of compressed hours, working 5 days and 4, so I'll work Tuesday, Fridays at 8 till 5:30, which to be honest I kind of do every day of the week anyway, to no benefit of myself. So Monday coming is my last Monday till next year. So I might make my weekend reading vlogs go into Monday, I think. Oh, luckily for you, you get more ramble chat. Excuse me. Yeah, it is the start of the morning, so just got me yawning. I've just filled my big spring mug. Look, it's got like a wee nest of eggs at the top. I got this from TK Maxx. TK Maxx is one of the best places to go for mug. I'm telling you though, as soon as we hit September, the spooky mugs are coming out. So this weekend, what's happening? I don't have a car yet, but good news is mostly the other half has been organising it because I just can't deal with all that. We have a car on order, an electric one, which I'm chuffed about because I like to do as much as I can for the environment, generally, but like electric cars are really expensive, so we're not buying one, we're leasing, and I'm all for not owning a car ever again and just leasing one and then giving it back. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. I need to figure out how electric cars work. I'm sure I'll get a tutorial from the wage. Anyway, it's not coming for 3 to 4 weeks, so I'm carless, which is not ideal when you live in the burbs. But it is what it is, so a lot of walking and getting lots of steps and will be the case. So today, it actually looks like it's going to be a nice weekend, which this week's been a bit ropey weather-wise, so I'll get stuck into the garden tomorrow and talk to you a lot about books and lots of rambly chat and the doggos. But today I'm up a wee bit early, washing my hair, having some coffee, reading Looking Glass Sound just now, which is really weird, but I'm enjoying it. And then I'll be getting ready to go and do, for anyone that's in the UK, so we've not had any in Scotland, and I don't think there's been any in Wales, but there's been lots of very horrific riots in the UK in the last week, and so there is an anti-racist, anti-fascist protest happening in Glasgow to stand up for refugees and against all of the stuff that's been happening. So I'm going to join that. A very peaceful process, as we always do in that side of the thing. Anyway, not going to get political, but I'm going to do a bit of that, and then coming back on Saturday. So last night we watched A Quiet Place Day 1. So the prequel to A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place 2. It was really, really good. So tense. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. An hour and a half, like all movies should be. So highly recommend. If you haven't obviously watched Quiet Place and then Quiet Place 2 and then watch that one. So that was really good. So I don't know what we'll watch tonight. We're kind of keeping it on the lowdown. Although, so I know I'm not too upset about working Monday because I've got Tuesday and Thursday off next week. So next week's reading vlog are going to involve what I'm up to on Tuesday and Thursday, because I am going to 2 different book events at the Edinburgh Book Festival, so you're coming with me because I'm going on my own, so I need some pals. On Tuesday I'm going to see Alice Oseman, who is the author of the Heartstopper series and other books like Loveless, Radio Silence, etc. that I love. And on Thursday I'm going to see Lisa Jewell. I think she's getting interviewed by a podcaster or someone that does like crime podcasts, can't remember, but you're coming with me. So next week's reading vlog will include that, as well as what I get up to the weekend as well. So some bookish chat. I don't know how much I'll be able to like record in the actual event, but I'll give it a bash. You're coming with me because I need some pals. Anyway, off upstairs where the pupsers are. I was looking in I thought I saw a mark, but it's actually on my camera. Where the pups are snoozing for now, and then I'll be getting ready. I'll need to walk them first. So I think the stuff in the city centre of Glasgow starts about 11, so it's only 7:15 just now. Anyway, welcome to another vlog, and welcome to the weekend, and thanks for coming along. Doggos morning walk before I head out. There, you see them? I'll let you see them in a minute. Currently listening to, well, I'm actually 70% into Hagstone by Sinead Gleeson. It's one of the ones some of you picked out for me to read in August, or was it July? I can't remember. It's August now, so we're reading it in August, and finding it really interesting. It's definitely kind of more of a literary thriller, sort of slow burner, an isolated setting and slight cultish vibes, but I'll get into it more once. I'll definitely finish it this weekend, so I'll let you know. But first, here's the doggos sniffing. Sniff, sniff. I like to let them do as much sniffing as possible. It's like their equivalent of scrolling through social media. I once saw a meme say, isn't it? Patty's just always eating something. What about you, Lucy? Hiya! Well, I'm back. I'd say I'm back. I came back from the train back. By the time I got in, I was so knackered. Protest is tiring. Anyway, I ended up having a 2-hour nap. 2 hours. Upstairs. I'm so tired. I think part of it is obviously something like that is quite a tiring thing to do anyway, but I'm an introvert, so social battery is gone. But a 2-hour nap was had, and I've got a chickpea, cauliflower and potato buna on, and rice, and I'm just put naan in the oven. The OH has been watching the football, so I've just came back from walking the dogs. Wee tea time walk. Well, late tea time, it's like back at 7, I think. So at least I won't fall asleep watching a movie or something. So have dinner, and then I think I'll watch, I don't know what we'll watch. We'll watch something on the telly. There's Lucy. Oh, excuse all the dog crates and stuff that you normally in the car are all in here now because we don't have a car yet. But they're all good. I saw some poochies at the protest, which was quite good. Like, took a wee sneaky photo. Protesting poochies. That's what you do. Oh, she's scratching. And on my walk to and back from the station, I finished Hagstone by Sinead Gleeson. I need to think about my thoughts about it. I need to think about what I think about it. It was good. I enjoyed it. it's maybe not as good as I hoped it would be. So I'll have a wee think about my kind of general review and then give you that tomorrow. I was reading Betty by Tiffany McDaniel on the train. That's OH whistling. Can you hear him? Are you whistling 5? I think he was like whistling a tune from the boy band 5 from back in the 90s. I don't know. I think he's watching Phoenix Nights, an old sitcom on the telly, so that might be where it's coming from. Don't know. Anyway, so it's now past the time of when I should have my PJs on, so I'm off to go upstairs, get my jammies on. And you didn't see much of my Saturday because I was out and about for most of it, but and then I napped for a good 2 hours. But I did finish a book, letting the thoughts percolate. I'll tell you what my thoughts are about it tomorrow. Oh yeah, I was talking about Betty, Tiffany McDaniel. Oh, I read quite a brutal scene in that in the training. Oh. So I'll be reading more of that, and Looking Glass Sound I am enjoying. It's weird though, but that's Catriona Ward. If you've ever read any Catriona Ward's books, they're weird. Anyway, off to go and get my dinner. It's Sunday morning and I've been up for 45 minutes. It's 6:45 and pouring myself a big mug of decaf coffee. Just let Lucy outside because she needs a wee morning pee. I've got my Nightmare Before Christmas mug. I'm actually starting to think whether this weekend or next weekend, maybe it's too soon. It's never too soon. Who says it's too soon? My Halloween sort of spooky season mug's down. That's the start. I'll probably not start to put the kind of autumn Halloween-y decorations up till September. I'm currently upstairs in my bed reading Betty. Nearly halfway through. Also loving the bookmark I got the other day from Waterstones. This is an emotional ride. It is so good. Tiffany McDaniel's writing is poetically beautiful. It's quite a tough read at points because there's stuff happening within the family dynamics that are hard to read. But I'm adoring it. I actually have, I need to stop saying M. I have book group, which will be on Zoom with my decades old book group on Thursday. So the aim is to get into a chunk of this today and then try and get it finished by Wednesday. So you might not be getting a review this week, it's taking me a wee bit longer, but I am enjoying spending time with it rather than rushing it. Looking Glass Sound I might finish today. Hopefully finish one book so I can at least give you oh no, I've got Hagstone to talk to you about. No library visits this weekend because I was busy yesterday, so I didn't really manage to get to use a wee local bus or walk. So I think I've got something to pick up, but there is another one. Actually, I'll show you. This one here is on reserve now, so I can't renew it, which I quite fancy reading. It says you meet a stranger at a party, she looks like you, she sounds like you, even has your name. She's here to take something you have, so how far will you go to protect it? I've heard good things about this thriller, so pretty big text. So I don't think it would take me long to read it if I would start to read it next week or this weekend, so I'll let you know. But I'm going up. Who is this? You missed Lippy Lou. Lucy! She's getting a bit deaf, so I don't think she's come through. You saying hello this morning? Oh, Lippy Lou, where are you going? Upstairs? Where are you going? Hiya! Oh, she loves a wee tutor. You going up, Lucy? need to go and get her. What a lovely Sunday morning. It's just past 9 AM and I've came from a run. Just having a wee stop to talk to you. By stop I mean walking. This sometimes the reason I run is to keep my heart going, but also for my mind. This is the more sweaty look. It's actually nice and quiet and the wind's down. I think it's going to be hot today because it's already quite warm. I've got sun lotion on. Face this way, so. But yeah, I love this. Apparently, apart from the motorway noise, which is quite quiet considering. The OH is away to play golf. So I'm coming out for a wee half-hour run. Slow and steady. I'm not very good. It doesn't matter as long as I move. Keep my heart and mind going. So then I'll get back and walk the doggos, who are currently having a wee snooze. And then might get stuck into the garden. But exciting stuff is I need to pick a new audiobook because I finished the other one. So I'll let you know what I pick when I get home. So I'm post-run. Having a nice, well, I've already walked the doggos. Walked the doggos and I'll try to get the best light. Rubbish at this. Look at this. Oh, it's very right. So going to get Lucy. I've put the seats out there. It's the first time in ages we've had them out. I'm having green popcorn tea. You guys, come on. Green popcorn tea in my Sprout mug and listening to a bit of the Talking Scared podcast. Those two are winding each other up. Behave. Where he's Neil, who runs the Talking Scared podcast. Maybe sit down a sec. In amongst my plants. Neil, who runs it, or hosts the podcast, is interviewing loads of different horror authors like Nat Cassidy, Grady Hendrix, etc. about their favourite Stephen King short stories. So I'm finding it really interesting. I'll put a link below for anyone that's interested so you can have a listen to. It's a good 2 hours, so that's going to keep me company whilst I get sounds of suburbia, whilst I mow the grass and get stuck into the garden. Hey Patty. Hey. I'm just got a jumper on just now before it gets too hot for me, which I'm sure that OH will love because he's out playing golf. And I've just put a story poll up on my Instagram to ask people to pick my next audiobook because I can't decide what to read. So while that's happening, I shall listen to this podcast. Here's the doggos. There's Lucy over there. Patty, you're just munching all my grass like a sheep. Yeah. So this is the grass right now. I better give that a mow. Lucy's just getting comfy. She loves sitting up here. But she'll get to the point where she gets overheats and pants like a maniac and then have to lie inside. Don't you? Don't you? Aw, my wee bubba. Where's Patty Cakes? Patty! What are you doing? Stop making holes in my grass. Oh, I've stopped my gardening for a wee more to have some of my homemade soup. It might be roasting outside, but I'm still here for some soup. Are you, Patty? You're not getting any? Lucy? It's too hot for the kids outside. This is trying to eat my lunch. Never alone. Never alone. It's good soup though. I'm knackered. I've mowed the grass. Something I do. Oh, it must be the neighbours. Mowed the grass, done all the trimmed edges, weeded all out the front, and I am now. We've got these wee paving stones here, which are kind of looking like this. So, Patty, it's just me. What are you barking at? You're a bit squint because my garden's squint. So I'm digging around them just now. Anyway, I thought I'd come on and tell you, don't worry, you've got Factor 50 on. I've started listening to There's an airplane just going by, but it's here during the, you know, panny daytimes. The silence that came from having like no planes in the flight path was astounding. Excuse me. Anyway, as I said, I put on my Instagram stories between 2 books to listen to on my as my next audiobook, and this one was the one that was picked. It was Private Rites by Julia Armfield. So I read Our Wives Under the Sea, which was weird, queer, weird contemporary fiction. I think this might be the same, although I think as far as, look, I got this one signed by the author. I got this when I was down in Bristol, and as far as I know, it's about 3 sisters at the very beginning of their grieving for their dad who has just died. However, they're living in a kind of pre-apocalyptic world, which is like early sort of climate emergency crisis, and that there's lots of flooding, but effectively in a drowned world. And as far as I know, I think their father was quite well off in that. I think he was either an architect or something and built a lot of homes for rich people to almost survive the drowning world that they're in. I think that's what it's about. Anyway, it says, a dazzling exploration of queer love and loss in a drowning world with shades of King Lear. So yeah, I think there's nods to King Lear in this. I've never read King Lear, so I will have no idea and not be able to tell you about that. But if you're a King Lear fan, use it. Anyway, so far, early days, enjoying the narration. And I'm melting. My H is going to be loving this because he loves the heat. I'm melting. But it's the only time when it's so dry that I should be doing this bit of gardening. I haven't even got some, well, I'm doing some audio reading now, but I really want to read more of Tiffany McDaniel, Betty, because what I might do is sit over there in the shade. Anyway, my soup was delicious. I think I put thyme in it though. I think I put a bit too much thyme. It's a bit tiny. Whatever that means. Anyway, you see Patty just going around eating my grass. Honestly, if anyone on here has sausage dogs, let me know. Are they like grazing sheep? And it's not like I can tell when they're eating grass because they're feeling sick. No, this is just like constant grazing. Like she's never sick, her toilet's okay, her tummy's not dicky. This is another level. Patty, come here. Come say hello. Come on. She's awfully slow because of the heat. You going to say hello? Say hello to your friends. Yay. Patty cakes. Oh, you're such a licker. And then look at Lucy up there. Chilling like a villain. Patty, I would say that was cooling, but it's not. You've got a really warm tongue. Anyway, hopefully catch you in the shade later. I am knackered. Just done about 6 hours. Oh, is this lighting okay? I'm not very good at this YouTube malarkey. I think I've done about 6 hours of gardening, weeding. If you can hear noises, neighbours out, kids out and stuff. Anyway, I thought I would come on and give you a bit of a summary about what I thought of Hagstone by Sinead Gleeson. So, it's roughly about this woman called Nell who, I think she's an artist, but she seems to make art about, let's triple check before I tell you. Yeah, so she makes art to do with like rooted in landscape, folklore and the feminine. And on this, well, so she's on the mainland, kinda, more like a peninsula. Well, no, it does say an island. Anyway, oh, the OH is coming out with Doritos and salsa. I might have to have some. So she gets invited by this group of women called Indians. The Indians are kind of like, seems like some sort of religious cult, like imagine a nunnery, but they've all come there. Oh, I'm getting, wait, you see this? You can hear crunchy noises, that's the doggos. Each getting it. No, you wonder why they beg for food. Now I want a Dorito. Can I have a Dorito? Dipped in. 6 hours of gardening's allowing me. Oh, the Indians, which is spelled I-N-I-O-N-S. We've travelled there from all over the world, and a place of refuge and safety, to be at one with nature. All feels a bit cultish. So Nell gets invited by one of the main Indians to come and use her art of writing, kind of document them. But in the same instance, there's this other guy who's like an actor stroke filmmaker. Anyway, that was a bit of a confused subplot. And I find it all very interesting. I flew through it really quickly. Look at the cover. But I felt like it didn't really go as where I wanted it to go. I mean, it's a bit underwhelming. Obviously there's a commune of women and I enjoyed the cultish vibe, but it doesn't really explore it that much. You don't get to know much about the background of the women that are in it. And they're all kind of led by, well, I can't remember what's the woman's name. Can't remember. That's how good it was, I don't remember. I really wanted this to be some sort of folklorian, isolated mystery thriller, but it ended up being a bit just okay. Didn't hate it, didn't love it. I like the Irish setting. The narration is really good because it's an Irish narrator, but apart from that, underwhelmed. Use the washing and also the spot that's appeared in the middle of my forehead, but look at my bubba. Sleepy sleeps. Sleepy. Let's get eye bogies. Where's the other one? I think she's down there. Well, since it's sunny outside, I've actually put together some, excuse all the pepper that I've managed to get, veggie kebabs. It's got onion, pepper, mushroom and tomato and lots of seasoning. I'm going to just do it in the grill because we used to have a barbecue, but there's actually no point when we live in Scotland and they're not pups. They've been supervising, haven't you? So I'll be putting this on in the grill and then making some potato cubes, I think, for laters. Might even eat it outside, out there. Oh, it's like a summer day. Click, clock, click, clock, click, clock. Lucy is twittering around. Patty's in her bed. Can you see her? Hello, Patty! Oh, I was trying to... I don't think I can zoom with him. There she is there. Oh, and Lucy's just got up there. Hey, Lucy! She's kind of a bit deaf. Oh, anyway, that's the sun. Oh, now she's getting on the beanbag right behind me. See her? She'll do this for a while and make noise behind. So, excuse the shiny face. It's post-bath. Full moisturised face from the harshness of the sun. But, oh, Sunday night, sorry, it is 8:30, just about, time for my bed. So the sun is just going down just now. So it's been a lovely day and evening. I think that was about Did I say to you, like 6 hours solid of gardening? My hands. Well, I don't get fancy nails done. Right, what was I going to speak to you about? I gave my thoughts on Hagstone. I wouldn't say don't read it. It's just, I maybe went in with higher hopes of it being eerier and darker than it actually was. But it was still an interesting read. This was one of this Hagstone and Penance, when I did a couple of vlogs back, I think. I was asking for the month of August, picked a few books for you to choose from. And these two got the highest comments. So this one I'll be reading next, which is Eliza Clark's Penance. I don't know much about this one, which I'm happy to go in on, other than I think it is a crime thriller. Possibly a crime thriller. It says, do you know what happened already? Did you know her? Did you see it on the internet? Did you listen to a podcast? Did the hosts make jokes? So there's like a true crime podcast element in it. I'll take my glasses off because I think the sun keeps shining in. Anyway, although I can't see. So, and also this cover. So that's the one I'm going to read next. So I am actually catching up with the ones that you've picked for me, which is great. I'm still reading Betty. At page 300, I think, and there's like 460 pages, I think. Just looking out because the witch is surveying a little bit of decking. I'm not sure why. Probably bits of decking we need to replace. I'm still reading The Looking Glass Sound by Catriona Ward, so those are two that you picked for me, so I'm reading them. I'll definitely be finished them by the next vlog and give you an update of my thoughts, so I'll try and remember to leave them out so I can tell you what I thought of them. And started this on audio. So far so good. Now I wanted to ask you if you could pick. So I've taken this from my trolley because I am currently failing at the 24 books in 2024 challenge that I gave myself at the start of the year, and I got some of my friends on Instagram to pick 24 books for me to choose. These are 4 of them. None of them I've read yet. I don't know much about them. There's nobody there. Lucy, Lucy, shush. Look at this. Alert. Kicking off. You gave me a fright. Did she give you a fright? She might have given you a fright. Anyway, for September, I want you to pick 2 of these. Or maybe just, or like if there's only one, well, it may as well be 2 because I need to eventually read them all before the end of 2024 somehow. So, CJ Tudor, who is kind of big horror thriller writer. I read her first book, The Drift, at the start of the year, and then I read The Burning Girls, which I really liked. So this is another one called The Chalk Man. None of us ever agreed on the exact... I don't know what it's about. So there's a tiny bit of blurb, so I'll just give you that just now. None of us agreed on the exact beginning. Was it when we started drawing the chalk figures or when they started to appear on their own? Was it the terrible accident or when they found the first body? If you like my stuff, you'll like this. Blurb by Stephen King. So I'm here for that. So, Chalk Man by CJ Tudor. Or, I've never read an Alex North. I hear good things. Also, look at this cover. I hear good things. This book is called The Whisper Man. If you leave a door half open, soon you'll hear the whispers spoken. I think it's a crime thriller. I'm not sure. Alfred Hitchcock would have loved every spine-tingling moment, says one of the blurbs. Serial killer-esque. That's all I know. It's the best crime novel of the decade, says Steve Kavanagh. I'm just giving you blurbs because, like, not like people's quotes on it. Then we have... This one was TikTok influenced by. I think I bought it about a year ago. It's called Any Man by Amber Tamblyn. And I can't
remember why I got this. Oh, possibly because of this quote. Any man is a genre-bending, gender-bending, brilliant blowtorch of a debut, amplifying the complexities of sexual violence and the radical costs of survival. This book changes everything. It is fiction, and I don't know what genre it comes under. I don't know if it's possibly horror, but I'm not 100% sure. As bold as it is timely, Any Man is a tribute to those who have lived through the nightmare of sexual assault and asserts the power of speaking out can change not only the life of survivors, but so too the world around them. So that sounds good. Or, yes, do not be surprised. I love John Mars, but I've still not read the one. Which is also now an original Netflix show. Or drama, totally original and smart. Have You Met Your Match? So this is one of his books that fall into speculative fiction. He also writes thrillers, but this is his speculative fiction ones, a bit like The Marriage Act, which I loved, and The Family Experiment. And I think this one is about like people doing DNA tests to find the perfect match. So everybody's got one match that's genetically made for them. And it says now but even soulmates have secrets, and some of them more shocking and deadly than others. So if this is anything like, and I've not seen the Netflix show, so I'm not spoiled. And someone bought me this for my birthday. Aww, happy belated birthday. This must have been about 2 years ago. So I would like you to pick one of these, or two. Actually, I'll take two. Why am I saying one? Because I need to read them all at some point. So, CJ Tudor, Alex North, Amy Mann, or John Mars. Pick one for me. Two. Why do I keep saying? Because normally you say pick one. Pick two. Pick two for me. And then that will go into my September possibility pile. Someone on here, and I can't remember, told me that their friend calls it possibility pile. Maybe that's better than a TBR, although I have to read those. You see Lucy's trying to get company. I don't know what she's doing. I'm watching her through the camera. It's 8:30, so she starts to get like a bit gurney. Because you want to go to your bed, don't you? You want to go to your bed, but you don't want to go to your bed. Honestly, you're like a toddler. As far as I know, I don't have one. Anyway, that there is my reading. Oh, did I tell you about Margo's Got Money Troubles? I finished that last week, and I thought it was fabulous. Before we finished for the evening, I thought it was fabulous. A solid 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's like contemporary fiction where you follow Margo, who is a very young adult, so she's only just like early stages of college, so maybe like teens, I think. 19, 20. She has this very short-lived affair with her professor, ends up pregnant. Everybody's telling her not to have the baby, but she says so to have the baby, but the reaction to that is not what she expected, and she doesn't have much support. She's living with flatmates. She's not got much money. The professors don't want anything to do with her. She's got a really strange relationship with her dad, who has his own issues. But when the baby comes along, one of her flatmates, I think, ends up moving out or something like that because the noise of the baby. Margo realises she doesn't have any money, and she's like, she wants to be a good parent, and so she sets up an OnlyFans site and some social media around that to kind of promote it. And you watch her journey as she actually becomes quite successful, and she starts to converse with some regulars. Car. God forbid anyone goes past her house. Lucy! Oi! Shush. She heard that. I'm not sure she does. She's maybe just checking. Anyway, and she starts to make a success of it, but then her dad comes back into her life and he's actually quite supportive. There's quite an unusual relationship between her and her dad that, despite his struggles and Margo's, is very warming relationship, a very unconventional one. And then the professor kind of comes back in and they're starting to like question, not her dad, also question like her ability to have a child and be a mother because she's like on OnlyFans and stuff. So it's brilliantly written. It's heartbreaking, it's hopeful, it's got a good social commentary on how people judge others, especially women, and especially young women, young single women with kids, and their ability to make money, and people that do OnlyFans as well. I thought that was really cleverly written. And also for Margo, oh my god, as much as sometimes like you're like, go Margo, and then you'd want to like, oh my god, no, and then, but I've not had a character for ages that I've rooted for so much. She was just wonderful. And so Margo's Got Money Troubles by Rufi Thorpe. Highly recommend it. Very unusual read, but I thought the characterisation was amazing. And I actually loved spending time with the characters. So highly recommend. I've not read anything else by Rufi Thorpe, so I need to check that out. Anyway, that's a last minute recommendation for you there. And I think that's all for this weekend reading vlog. I'm not going into Monday this week because I'm working tomorrow. It is my last Monday that I'll be working for until about February next year, because I'm doing a 6-month trial working compressed hours, so I'll be working Tuesday to Friday, slightly longer days, but having a Monday off. So excited about that. So I shall be wrapping up today's vlog. Have you noticed I'm like really trying not to say and M, and it's not working. I wonder how often I actually just say that in real life. Probably quite a lot, and I don't notice until I come to editing myself, and then I'm like, so annoying. Anyway, sorry. Honestly, see, when I'm talking away to you, I just feel like you're following me about on my weekend and we're having a chat. I love it. I love doing it. So I hope you enjoy it too. And see, caught myself. Now I'm really aware when I'm saying M. Anyway, if you've got this far, because it's been a sunny Sunday, give me a sunshine emoji. If you got this far and enjoyed the vlog. And until next weekend, where I will be including some bookish content from the Edinburgh Book Festival that I take during the week, and updating you on my current reads. I will give you an update on Betty and Looking Glass Sound and my thoughts. So until then, take care, happy reading, thanks for watching, for liking, commenting, and if you do like any of these, want to see more of these crazy dogs, possibly me, please subscribe. Thank you, bye!